Welcome back, everyone, for the next part of Limbus Company. As you can see, first and foremost, the number has been fixed. I actually had for the last couple of days a problem with my Steam version where it literally crashed over and over again during the logging screen, which can only be fixed by creating a separate local save file on the PC and extract, save the game in that separate save file in order to override something that Steam creates over and over again. It's literally the only way to fix that unstable internet connection, and I'm not entirely sure there's another way around that. But hey, it's fine, right? It's totally fine. At the very least, we can still use the game. Maybe at some point it's going to fix itself. I mean, it seems like it's a rare issue. At the very least, most people don't have it, from what I was able to find out online. Which is a bit distressing that I have it, and so many don't. And I don't know why. And there's no solution how to fix it either. Actually, that local file thingy was something that I had to figure out over the last couple of days, so I didn't fix the issue, I just avoided it. It didn't fix anything. But nevertheless, thanks to that long break in between the last part where I had to figure that out, and this part, I was able to farm quite a lot of those, what's it called? Modules. I have like 119 of them. And I have figured out that it would be good for us to always have the number below the actual maximum so that we always generate some energy alongside the story part and all. So yeah, we are going to make sure that this number is never full so that we can create more of those module thingies. Now I'm not entirely sure where we're going to use them yet, but I guess it's kind of good that we already have that many, right? Oh, and I already went ahead and added a couple of you guys. Look at all those pictures. Isn't it great? Absolutely great. I think some of you even explained that it would be possible for me to use the characters from your side for my team. I have no idea how that works. Like at all. I know that I can check it out. I mean, I can click just here and then on him and then I can see his stuff and the level and the details and sanity stuff, but I have no idea how to. I have no idea how to actually use them. But at the very least, you guys are already around to help. if we run into any type of problem, it seems impossible. I just no idea yet. Nevertheless, let's not get any more distracted, right? After all, I have been waiting for quite a while. We need to go back to the outskirts and actually follow our guides to the next destination. I've been doing trio and pest for the last couple of days. I want a new fight, okay guys? I want a new fight. I actually had to do them over and over again in order to get the daily thingies from my, what's it called? Battle Pass? Daily missions? Yeah, something like that. That's also the reason why we're already level 9. I was very diligent with that. After all, we get free stuff out of them, right? I'm even going to get, I think I'm going to get an eagle for him. That's why we swapped out Sinclair for him. So we can kind of use his eagle as well at this later point. Once we unlock it, it actually takes a while. I think it was like level 10 reward. So yeah, for the time being, we're going to level him up as one of our main casts. I mean, let's be serious, he's also kind of good as well. I mean, he's a protector. Seems like he's some kind of tank, right? We can always need a tank around here. Maybe not at this point, but maybe in the future. Now then. I think I forgot to read the message. I got so distracted that I forgot to read the message. We're going to read it afterwards. Anyways, Sharon. We're here. Sharon knew the way all along. Wait, you actually found it? No, you didn't. Sinclair and I had to steer from both sides non-stop. Like a true Navi. Well, I'm glad that you at least learned to tell the difference between the southeast, northeast, Sharon. So this is the old Alcor. This is my first time seeing it with my own eyes too. It can't be that long since that happened. My goodness. How can a building be in such a delirious state? Ha, this is a surprising scene. For our rich boy it is. Cut the shadow. Time to step off. Right. Is that a basketball hoop? Okay, I didn't quite expect that to be around an Alcop facility. Huh? There are people over there. Really? They're fixers from the same office as Missouri. They're experienced explorers who have visited the branches of Alcor. And I clicked too fast. Oh my freaking god, I'm messing up everything right now. Am I able to get that back? Wait a second, I think it's possible. There we go. Numbers of time. Okay. Give your greetings. The person on the left is Hopkins, and the one to the right is Aya. Oh, they look cute. Greetings. The red case? It's such an honor to meet you, sir. I heard so many stories of your deed, and to see you in person. He's a fan. Oh, you need to be very careful. Don't get him angry. Okay. See the shabby warehouse there? That is where the stairs leading down to the branch facility are. From here, Yuri will be in your guides. Yeah. These fixers have been around a bit. Count on them to handle complications. Okay. That should be enough, yeah? This is as far as I can accompany you. I'll be waiting back at the bus. Why are you not coming along? It seems like you're really strong. Wouldn't it be better for us if you would just tag along? Or maybe if you did it all on yourself and went, come on, you're really strong, right? Huh? Wait, what? Ah, you're sorely mistaken if you expect me to babysit you forever, Dante. Oh. So you will take a back seat and idly wait all alone. If I get myself involved, the expedition would be a little too free of a challenge, wouldn't it? It would turn more into a tour. True. In other words, you want us to come back in red, black, and blue. Well, that's kind of a line people with ulterior motives say. True. Think whatever you want. I've got you a guide in everything, so you do your best down there. True, you even make sure that we have a guide so that you don't get lost, right? Yes, I certainly won't disappoint you, Mr. Redgaze. I will try my best, I think. That is not reassuring, girl. You have to say that you're certainly going to do that. Yeah, there are more bug peepers around. Okay. Just in case. They still have a slash weakness. Great. Okay, how about a little bit of green? Double blue, triple blue. There you go. With that we were able to trigger 3 passives. But I don't think... yeah, we won't even get a chance to use them at all. Especially at this point. Thanks to the daily missions, my characters probably are a little bit over-leveled. Some of them are already around level 10, I think? Or something like that, so yeah. Yeah, level 13 actually. They are certainly over-leveled. But it's fine. I mean, at the beginning, they don't really pose a challenge, right? Certainly. And before we head over to the next one, let me just reread what I missed. After numbers of scuffles and scraps, we arrive at an old Alcop Corporation branch. Near the entrance, new faces were waiting for us. And at the very least, there was not such a big description. Then 110, grade 8 fixer. Just before we enter the Alcop facility, Virgil stops me all of a sudden. It seems he has something to say to only me. Really? Do you want to give me a heads up? What could have waited in Alcop or something? Maybe another hint from one chief to another? Dante, a moment with me, please. While the team was busy exchanging greetings, Virgilus called me to a secluded place. Let me tell you in advance that they're only grade 8 fixers. Yeah, I didn't really expect them to be higher than that. Grade 8? It means they are low-ranked drudges. Errands being their main task. Don't expect them to fight for you, right? Use them for your benefits, but don't rely on them. So I can't count on them to deal with everything for us, in other words. Yeah, they're only grade 8. They're already a little bit better than grade 9s, but still, we can't really count on them at all times. I nodded to him, knowing that I understood his point. You might be the only one on the bus that I can actually converse with. And even then, you wouldn't even be able to understand a single word of mine. Well, best of luck, Dante. Virtuous pat my shoulder with a bitter smile before slowly making his way back to the bus. Well, seems like there's another fight before we actually head back to the Actiongame facility. But did you see that? Did you see it? I guess that red guy cared for us after all. I mean, he did seem kind of rough during the resurrection process. After all, he kind of threatened us if we didn't resurrect him, that he would literally torture us alive until we do it willingly. But I guess he still appreciates us for what we are. And, I mean, at the very least, we are able to see his viewpoints and understand that sometimes we have to pull our own weight in order to make sure that everyone is safe. Actually speaking, I'm not even sure if it is such a wise idea to bring a bunch of grade 8 fixers down to Lobotomy Corporation, considering that this is Ahhh Corp, and in Ahhh Corp we were dealing with some very dangerous things down there, but that's gonna be fine, right? At the very least, our guys around here are relatively strong, if they get lucky with their coin tosses at least. I mean, look at that, another 18, 9. Huh? Did he hear? Oh, are you different? You guys might be different. I already noticed that you have no bug parts. The weakness is still the same. At the start of a turn, if at least 50%, they recover by 2 health. Okay, that's not really a lot. But at the very least, they try their best, right? At the very least, they try their best. Okay, let's activate our paralysis ability again. Ooh, that actually kind of hurt. I think that was like 30 damage on my Faust. I usually never do damage around here. Most of the fights during my daily missions ended up with like 1 damage at most. If they even win a single clash, that is. But I guess at this point it's pretty much safe that they're going to die. Yeah, there's no way they can survive it. Actually speaking, how about we ain't that with style? Oh wait! With her ego, I'm going to get the counter up to 3. It's not quite enough in order to trigger the passive from our bird guy, but at the very least we're getting closer to it. Now if somebody other than her had a light blue color ability, that would already be enough in order to trigger it, right? Maybe. Nevertheless, I mean, they're already defeated. They won't even get a chance to use the passive unless they're able to endure at least 5, maybe 7 rounds. At the very least. Ooh, 28%! Great! And more of those lunacy points. Even better. Now, branch D02. Okay. No description, and that's a module. So at this point we need the module. And we're going to get a reward of 200 of those coins. Suppress the dungeon boss. Well then, during the final stretch of each chapter, you'll be exploring a dungeon, a branch facility of the former Ahhh Corp. Designate the identities who will enter the dungeon with you. You can adjust your team once inside, so choose wisely. When you're fully prepared, press the enter button. I mean... Wait. What do I select? Huh? Oh, am I supposed... this is probably the final setup if I want to change the identities and egos, maybe. Which I don't, because I don't have anything else. Okay, I guess we're just going to enter then. I was wondering about that for a second. I was actually wondering. I thought we were supposed to select our team, but I guess not. Nevertheless, we have entered the derelict building of Lobotomy Corporation. Well then, I guess we're back home! In a different branch, but still back home. As the light goes dim, a dreadful stench from the underground grows stronger. The smell is awful. I can feel the waste collecting in my lungs. It's so bad. The odor is so intense, it winds back to refreshing. Let me warn you one last time. If you die here, Dante won't be able to resurrect you, even when the battle has finished. Really? I can't? Wait. Restoration? Well, that must be a popular joke or something. I can't even tell what kind of story circulates the city these days. They seem to have misunderstood us, but seeing as Faust made no comment on it, I decided not to add my input. The source of this rancid smell were more pressing concern. Looks like they probably died a while ago. An astute observation, Manager. The corpses have reached the stage of active decay. Oh god. Looks like the bugs are having a feast over there. But let's just hurry along. So, Gregor, babe, are you scared of bugs? Now, I'm sure you're more mature than shoving dead bugs into someone's face, right? Boo! Really? But just in case of, oh my god, put it away! What's so funny about? If she did that to me, you would be benched with Heathcliff. I'm telling you. Early on. I mean, it's hilarious, right? Who knows who I would have thought that you, of all people, would be scared of these wriggly things? I mean, look at your arm, right? Greg, did you hate it that bad? Oh, forget it. You there. Stop with your mischievous this instance. Do not cause an additional concern for our manager. Yeah, Otis, watch our back at all times. Hold on, this body is still warm. Such is the sight of a recent attack. The gloom that had cast over Yuri's face cleared after observing the bodies for a moment. Or minute, I mean. There are ours, Lobotomy Corporation's employees. I heard these buried facilities are considered pure gold mines now, attracting all sorts of riches. Phrases like the lobotomy dream and the Anchophilia rush apparently starting to catch amongst the fixers and syndicates. Ah, LD and E rush. It kind of got a nice ring to it. That's what you have to say after keeping quiet for such a long time? It's such a ferocious use of English, not prone to blur the original meaning. True. That's what I'm saying. Huh? You seem to be talking a lot more than usual, you saying? Does it reflect strangely? He was never really the quiet sort. He only had a shift recently. It's not a bad thing to have more lackeys with keen eyes. Lackeys? I would like you to keep that up. Let us march. You make yourself look like the captain here. I dare say that role belongs to the manager, right? Please forgive my insolence, Manager. Frowning as though she were caught off guard, Otis bows to me as she apologizes. Oh no, it's nothing. Let's just head down, right? Most of the corpse's body parts were morphed into bizarre ways. One had pairs of wings protruding through their intestines, and another had a horrible twisted antenna hanging down. Were those infected by the beefing abnormality? I couldn't see that. They did infiltrate the whole body and all. They do look kinda similar to the fucks that we ran into before, don't they? You mean those bucket people? Quiet. I'm seeing uniformed tangos ahead. As Otis noted, multiple figures could be seen down the corridor. Uniform? What's all that? Unidentified target. Possible hostile. I am sure one idea crossed all of our minds. The enigmatic abnormalities that might be roaming this facility, as Faust has mentioned. That might have been what those shadowy figures are. Abnormalities? Well, we have no choice but to face them, right? Hey, who goes there? Crooked veteran? Indeed, what we faced was people. It was too eerie to deem that it's a fortune, though. Ooh! Are they eating? They're eating. That girl is especially creepy. Huh? Oh, I thought we were the only people around here. Did they slip past our team at the entrance? Those scavengers keep coming one after another. Oi, buggy buggers! Your friend with the body back there. Bodies? The bastards didn't... Wait. I don't know where your scum come from, but hear me out for a second. You're here for the Incophilia, aren't you? If you go just one floor down, there's a treasure trove just waiting to be nabbed. Whatever's on that floor is yours. We'll just take what we can here and be on our way. What? Wait? So you recognized me, huh? Wait, did she stop because she saw Gregor? The moment the soldier's eye landed on Gregor's face, their thin veil of kindness was torn down. Traitorous peasant! Ah, you must have been dispatched from the front line too, huh? I look better in real life than on those flyers, right? Flyers? Cut the cheeky crap! I'm disgusted that I once saluted to your face! Whoa, easy there. It's not like you had to salute me in person, right? But you pose as a normal member of society thanks to your dumbass privilege, freeing you from the side effects. We never even gotten a chance, you fraternizer. We were thrown away right after the war was over. Rather was lost. I was tossed out all the same, you know. Isn't that how it is for all the soldiers? So this is a lifestyle that you've chosen. Rifling through treasures like actual bugs. Halt! No good can come from taunting your foes, right? You served the military too, right? You know where this is going. We are not getting out of this without a fight, especially at this point, once they already dropped their kindness. We were planning to let you through. We really were. But now, I will mince you and your traitorous friends, into mud meats. Like hell you were. You were just gonna wait for us to climb back up with the Incophilia, so you could just backstab us and swipe it for yourself, right? Wait, were they really? Come on, kid. Of course. They have fallen to rock bottom and below, and I could swear down there, or rather down here, they don't really care a whiff for honor, eh? Well, off for broke, right? People turn on each other as long as there's something to gain. You're way too naive to think otherwise. True. At this point, they're all scrapping at trash, literal trash, in order to survive around here. They don't care a single bit about honor at this point. Anyways, dungeon structures. Your goal is to reach the last section of the bottom floor and retrieve the golden boat. The thing here, probably. The dungeon consists of multiple floors, each rife with events and encounters. Clear the sector at the end of the floor to proceed to the next. Dungeon navigation. Each sector is connected to one or more paths. You can travel to adjacent sectors by selecting them. It's possible to retrace the steps, so feel free to explore where you want first. So that means I can literally check every room? Sustaining damage. Sinners don't heal after the battle-willing dungeon. Sinners with 0 HP are unable to participate, so keep track of their status. Reaching a checkpoint will allow you to fully restore Sinner. Ah, so that's the thing that stops us from just going through all the stages. Defeat and retries, I mean. After losing a battle, you can reattempt it from the start with whatever living sinner remains on your full team. Okay. So losing once isn't going to kick us out right away. Ooh. And it seems like containment hall. Oh, that might be the area where the abnormalities are. Control team, control team. Control team was the first entrance point of every Lobotomy Corporation Facility, right? That is the area from Markov. And what's the difference? Level 4. First impression of Lobotomy Corporation Facility were downright gruesome. Rendered speechless, we stare into the corpses of people with insectual features. Can I check out the other ones as well? First impression of Lobotomy Corporation Facility were downright gruesome. Rendered speechless, that's the same. Okay, it doesn't really seem like there's difference. So I guess we're just going to take this one then. If everything is the same, then it doesn't really matter, right? Nevertheless, let me just pick my guys. You and you. And then we're just going to start a fight. Now the question is, are those fight different? Or are we just going to face the same... It's the same bug, guys. Okay. There we go. That went by easy. Not even a second row. Grigor lights a cigarette and takes a drag, followed by smoke steaming out from his mouth. They would have fared better than this if they got a job at a security company or something, right? They spent their entire lives as soldiers. The changes required for them to take a new life must have been overwhelming, right? You have no idea how stubbornly the stigma of a fallen wing remnants will haunt you. If anyone's generous enough to take you in, licking their boots is the least that you can do. Really? And does Nuri has the same situation right now? Oh, sorry about that. Should have chosen my words more carefully, right? No, it's fine. I'm sure things were rough with B Corp's fall as well. The breaking of a wing is a turbulent affair for many people. Especially for the people around here. I mean, once you second the once you lose the protection of the wing itself, they lose everything. They get overrun by fixers and the syndicals. You saw what happened with the fingers in Elcorp, right? There was a war between the fingers for the area itself. I mean, they can't really claim it for themselves, seeing how they literally have to sell the place to next wing once it forms itself. But still, it's not pretty for them either, right? It's certainly not pretty for them either. Nevertheless, let me just quickly finish the fight over here as well. It's probably the same group as before. But seeing how we can literally backtrack and all, I guess it's kind of worth it to fight against all of them, right? It's probably worth it. Hope it is worth it. So. Okay, there's no cutscene. This is just another basic fight. Is that it? Seems like it. Just in case, I'm just going to check it out for the sake of completionist. But I think it's not going to add anything else either. Okay, yeah. Yeah. This was pretty much the same encounter as before. And we have no story whatsoever. So going through the other fights might not even be that worth it. Nevertheless, Containment Hall number 1. We were perplexed by the encounter with a creature that at first glance resembles an abnormality. Yeah, Containment Hall. Yuri seemed just as confused as the rest of us. Why are you confused? You're used to the whole lobotomy thing, right? And abnormalities. I mean, if you were an employee around here, you should know how to handle abnormalities and stuff, right? Oh my god, I didn't even notice that guy up there. There's a guy up there. Oh my god, wait a second. In dungeon, creatures we call abnormalities exist. Encounters with them will be unavoidable. Abnormalities in their parts. Abnormalities consist of at least one body part. Each part has its own slot, as well as individual skills. Choose one of the Cinder's skill and drag it to the abnormality's skill slot. Abnormality's skills also have a speed value alongside, speed value. Alongside the determined order of action and of speed are something to pay attention to when you wish to redirect an attack. I can redirect an attack? When you order a sinner with higher speed to target one of the abnormality's skill slots, it will be forced to engage in a clash with the new target. Drag a skill belonging to a character with higher speed to change the abnormality's target. Yeah. I see the arrow. I see what you want. I'm not entirely sure what you want though. Can I check them? I can't even check them. Fine. How about... Oh... I see. So I'm no longer forming a chain. I have to connect the chains directly to them. Fine. You have redirected the abnormality's target. These two will now be in a clash. Yeah, you go into a clash next turn. By using speed this way, you can freely manipulate who an abnormality is taken. In focus encounters, it is vital to switch targets so that they are forced into clashes that will play out in your favor. Now, give your orders to the rest of the sinners. After you've planned out the sinner's move, press here to begin the combat. Breaking parts. When the HP of a body part is reduced to 0, it is broken. The broken part becomes vulnerable to all physical attacks types. Some parts may lose certain skills and passive after breaking. Do note that some abnormalities have regenerative parts, as well as then breaking certain ones may instead enrage the abnormality. So sometimes you don't want to break a part? Is that it? Can I now check on them? Well, I could check on them. I can't even tell their weakness. I can see their stuff though. Seems like they're able to heal the HP and all. And I guess this one is already fine, right? Yeah. No, they don't really have any type of weakness, so that's good. How about we're just going to go for the pierce attack then? A little bit of slash. Another one of those bashes. And how about some paralysis for that guy? Sure, that's certainly going to help. Now we're just going to make double sure that everyone's clashing with at least one. Seems like that's the case. And Force is just going to get a free hit. Okay, we were able to win that. Great job. 16 down to 11. Seems like they're really unlucky with their... Oh, I think... Wasn't it the stagger line? Don't they have stagger lines? I don't see anything. The HP bar is also different from... But then again, there is the yellow line, so I should have been able to stagger him. Yeah, I got the stagger. It's just not that clear as the other ones. So those two, or those three are probably going to die in the next round. And if that's the case... Everyone rolled a 1, so I can do whatever. How about a little bit of green? There you go. You can finish him off. Finish him off. Finish that guy off. Resonance is still working, even though we don't build a direct chain. That's good to know. I want her to redirect the tick towards herself. And I think that already did the trick. Okay. Now I'm not entirely sure if it is possible to redirect the attack by pressing tab like we were able to do in Library of Ruiner. But it certainly seems like the last skill selected is going to be the one who's actually going to clash against the enemy, right? Yeah, pretty much. Now the other thing that I want to try out is if I were to go with a 6 and then redirect with a 5. Can I stop the clash and just finish him off before he kills us? Probably, right? I'm just going to add the extra attacks just in case. He's going to clash against our tank. And the others are all faster, so we should get the free... Yes, okay, it works pretty much like Library. Good, that's good. We can totally use this then. And I mean, for the first abnormality fight, that wasn't really so bad. I can't even tell which abnormality it was. But it was so bad. I have never seen those before. You don't know them? Hopkins' face quickly turns into a cold frown. It was in such a stark contrast to the face he had shown before Vigilus. I shuddered in fright. No, well... Don't you know why we bothered to let the Fallen Wings feather into our office? Well, to deal with a request taking place in our core branches to be more safely and... Exactly! I didn't even expect it much from a low-ranked agent like you. Just 2 simple jobs. Lead the way and tell us how to deal with these abnormalities or whatever, right? Now look, what do you expect us to do with just a... Oh no, I have never seen those before, huh? Oh, come on. Gosh, Hopkins, feeling hangry. Take it easy, okay? Do you really have to take her like this? Abnormalities are special. They can change their forms. Just because she didn't see that type before. I mean, she was maybe a clerk or something. I really hope she wasn't a clerk. Not every agent has access to all abnormalities, my dude. Abnormalities are highly secured beings, right? If they're in fact new to Missouri, then these might be another type of entities derived from abnormalities. Perhaps a new species as well. That corporation might not have had every specimen in their confines either. Yuri, there's no reason to lamentate yourself for negligence. To remember what you were never taught. True. Thank you, sir. What's there to argue about? All that matters is that we beat him to death, right? Give the word, and we will do it. Okay. So there are new types of abnormalities around here, and it seems like there's another abnormality fight coming up right away. Is there a difference between those two? Continuous battles, wounded and fatigued the sinner. It was about time I winded up my clock. Force looks around, the right spot to let me do my thing. Okay, so it seems like we're trying to get a recovery spot. And both descriptions are the same again, so I'm just going to assume it doesn't matter which path I take. Are we going to face off against the same group of enemies again? Those bubble thingies? With HP recovery and stuff? Oh no, wait, there's something new as well. Where the bubble things are back. Particular Gulai. Uh-huh. Irai. Irai? 2 attack rate. Inflict burn. Okay, it can burn. That's not good. Why do I have more information about that new thing than the other one that we already fought before? The flower thingy with eyeballs. At the very least, we were already able to see that they can recover health, so that's good to know. And weaknesses are still not visible for neither of them, right? Neither of them. Okay. So, okay, double paralysis for the flower. He might be able to burn us, but then again, I don't think our fixers, or rather not our fixers, our sinners are going to have any trouble dealing with those guys. I mean, they are just Saiyans, right? Saiyans are usually not so bad for us. I mean, they're not even able to get any of those head coins, right? Okay, he got one at least, but after that, yeah, he has some issues keeping up. And he's going to get staggered as well. Actually speaking, both of them are already dead. Those guys are not going to survive next round. Is it possible for me to stack up my ego thingies over here throughout all the battles? Because I'm pretty sure that I haven't used 13 dark blue stacks in this fight alone. So maybe that's another reason why we should go through the other additional fights. Just for the sake of collecting more of those ego materials, right? Could be. Nevertheless, impressive. I expected no less of the Red Gaze minions. Minions? What did you say? Oh boy, there goes Hopkins again, being clumsy with his tongue. I'll apologize in his stead. What's taking you so long though, Hopkins? Hemorrhoids acting up again? What? No, I'm not. I don't know what you mean. Hopkins got all up after being a bit dawdly. His pockets were laced with something, but I decided not to bother pointing it out. His pockets? Is he doing something behind our back? I mean, everyone loves to do that at times, but still. Or should I fight against this one? It doesn't appear like they're going to give us anything special, but if I'm able to gain even more of those ego stuff, it would certainly be helpful. You know what? I'm just going to take that really quickly. I mean, it doesn't hurt, I can just cut it away if it's just the same as before. And it seems like there's literally only one cutscene per area. Oh, there's something new as well. Is that an eyeball in a boulder? And we can even see both attacks. It's able to inflict binds. And we have all the skills available for him as well. That's good. Doesn't really seem like they have any type of weakness, which is kind of bad, but still alright. He's trying to go for bind, but it doesn't really seem like he's able to do that. Yeah, our sinners are really strong. Even with 3 lights, he was not able to do a thing. The kick is too strong. The kick is just way too strong. Even though since the boulder does have quite a lot of defenses though. That's good to see. Only 4 hits, that's not a lot, but that's fine. 27 follows, that's even better, that's really better. Did I get the paralysis? Doesn't really seem like it, he's staggered at least, so that's fine. I'm out with him, and you take him out. There you go. Okay, that should do the trick. It seems like I'm still able to click win rate and damage rate in those fights as well, which is a bit weird, seeing how we literally aren't really building any type of chain around here. But that's quite alright. I guess seeing how it's literally a refight with different encounters and different enemies from the previous fight. I guess both of them are counted into the same group or something? I mean, at the very least I could see that. Nevertheless, employees launch. Continuous battles have wounded and fatigued the sinners. It was about time that I wind back my clock, which hurts a lot. Faust looks around for the right spot to let me do my thing. Okay then. I mean, I don't really need the heal, but I guess it would be good for them to get a little heal at least. Well, I suppose this is a good place as any. As I opened the door, Faust suddenly stood before me. Dante, close your eyes and look for the glimmers hidden in the dark. Find the faint star of truth, twinkling gently. The star. This one won't hurt, right? It shouldn't cause you any pain, since you're simply locating it. You say that, but it could still hurt a lot. Something about the way Faust puts that bothers me, but I decided to trust her and blocks my sight. When you open your eyes, what seems so far away is the star from the loading screen. Will shine right into your vision. That's beautiful. That light, it's only visible to me, right? Not quite. For you, now all of us can see it. Even though we're inside a dungeon, we can now reap the benefits of your ability through the star. Can you please hurry up with that clock then? I still have a dislocated... I still think I've dislocated my shoulder. Ooh. Wait, the clock? It wasn't just for show or something? That's not all it does. They also have a really neat power. You should come back and take a look, Yuri. Will no one recognize the pain that I have to endure? Every time? It's still going to hurt, right? 100% it certainly hurts. Checkpoints. You can find a checkpoint as you explore the dungeon. Your sinner will fully recover the HP and resets the SP upon reaching one. When all of your sinner die, you will be brought back to your last checkpoint. Do note that progress made beyond said checkpoint will be resetted as well. So if you end up dying, you better make the most out of it, or else you're just going to lose everything. Okay. And with that, I guess we're heading down into Yeset's department then. Information team. How much time do I have? It is pushing it a little, but I should be able to fit that in. Okay. The clock restored every sinner to health, but the facility continues to grow more foreboding. Hoping that I was only imagining that, the spiky thing alongside the assailant bristles up. We proceed further. Okay. There is a giant exclamation mark on that icon though. Does that mean it's a boss fight? Little mini boss fight, maybe? Well, that felt really good. Aha. I'm literally dying over here, but good to see that you're fine. Oh, what an amazing clock you have there. I haven't seen that technology anywhere. That has to be on the level of a singularity. What wing could be responsible? Hopskin greedily stares at my head. Don't even think about stealing that. I need that. I really tried to ignore it, but looking at his stuffed pocket again and... Dante, why are you clutching your head like that? He might get any funny ideas. Oh, it's nothing. Miss Faust, can our manager not restore the lives of our guide using the clock's power as well? The clock will only work for sinners. Oh, gee, I suppose that's for the better. Imagine you're dragging right back to life with a gaping hole in your stomach, right? Wouldn't that just suck? Nah, you know what? You're lucky if a hole is punched into your guts. You'll be gone in a second, I mean. Wait. Did you just jinx yourself because you have a hole in your guts and a hot tentacle erupts from a wall and penetrates Aya's abdomen in an instant, just as he asked. All units prepare for battle. Where the heck did that come from? What did I just tell you? I've always been a lucky girl. What? Aya! How the hell? That's unlucky! Her life has departed. What about the other guy? Come now. You'll have to keep it together. Especially in times like these. Yeah? But... they take us under an unusual form. It's like we are facing an abnormality. Manager, your command, please. Command? I'm not even sure what it was. I felt pity for Yuri. She looked at Aya's corpse and then back to us in tears. Nevertheless, even though they treated her so questionably, she's still sad to see it. Yuri, Hopskin, and Aya. Those three, I can't revive them, so we have to protect them. We have to fight now if we don't want any more casualties. Ooh, she's angry. Yes, wise decision, Manager. She likes that idea. You can make sense of that ticking? Otto skipped Hopskin a fiery glare, but soon reminded herself of her top priorities and breathed in to shout. It's the manager's order, lackeys! Oh yes! You will surround the enemies in formation. The target is the uniform ahead. Uniform? Okay. But to be honest, I'm not sure if you can say that thing has a form. Okay, it seems like it's coming out of hiding at least. Slowly encroaching vines, followed by the shadow of a figure that looks to be several times taller than a human. It was approaching, begetting fright unlike any foes we have faced up to now. Okay. It's a wall. Shh. You may find abnormalities with multiple body parts in dungeon explore. In such case, each part will have different resistance and passives and use different skills. We've prepared an abnormality encyclopedia for occasions like this. List the resistance, skill, and passive for each part. Select an abnormality to view its entry. Okay, abnormality encyclopedia. The encyclopedia records information of abnormalities in their parts. By nature, the encyclopedia starts out incomplete. The more you find an abnormality, the more its entries will be pendant. After enough encounters, the observation level will go up. Higher observation level can increase the damage that you deal, so you get a bonus for getting the information. It's like an LC. Good. Is that? Wait a second. That looks like my Apple girl. The Apple girl with her spikes. Just all bony and stuff. Yes, she even has the fruit head. It is the Apple girl. Snow White. And she has an attack buff. Okay. Attack weight 7. Still a bit unsure about weight and stuff. At the start of a turn, inflict bind to all enemies. Of course, Apple really loved the binders. The roots gain 2+ attack for each intact arm. So right now she has +4. I cannot get rid of the roots unless I kill the arms. Okay. How do I see... Can we already see weaknesses? She probably doesn't have a weakness, right? Or is it? I can see the icon at top. Arrow up slash. I think that was weakness to slash attacks. I think at least. Yeah, might be. So the first one is... Oh god, that's the root? Fruit. That's the root. And the root is currently buffed by 4. That's the head. And the arms. Ah, I can see which body part it is via the farm parts at the bottom. It seems like the left arm is able to attack twice. It's not good. That is the arm, right? That's the right arm. We need to get rid of the arms, so we're going to focus down on the right arm first, I guess, and just ignore the head. Yeah, something like that. Let's just see how it plays out. Right, let's not overthink it that much. I mean, that's the first mini-boss. I'm sure it's not going to be that complicated. There we go. See if we can win our clashes. Everything is fine. Ouch! Okay, that kind of hurts. Defense was up. That's good. I was able to inflict some paralysis, maybe? What? The floor's vines are hastily. Maybe they'll be... They give us a chance to get rid of them? What does that mean? Am I supposed to do something with the vines? Which vines? Game, if you want to tell me something, you need to make it clear. You can't quite tell what you want. And then we're just going to make sure to at least take out this guy. Unless, of course, the game tried to tell me that I need to do something with the roots. There was a message about the roots. Maybe I'm supposed to flash into it. I'm not entirely sure. It is a bit weird. There was a message, but I can't tell. I just can't tell what they want. At the very least, we're going to have the sticker on the one arm though, right? Yeah, and I got the paralysis as well, so that's going to be helpful. Okay. My god, that girl is tanky as heck! Wait, what? During focused encounters, you may occasionally be tasked to make key decisions. This requires you to choose a sinner or an action based on your current situation, and abnormalities respond may vastly differ by the choice you make. So choose wisely. Ah! Checks. Checks present the abnormalities have requires an affinity and a threshold to pass. Choose a sinner with the right affinity for higher likelihood of success. The abnormality will react differently depending on your choice and result. Passing a check usually gives you a benefit, and failing it burdens you with a disadvantage. Okay. A heart torn into thousands of pieces must be kept from all eyes. Thus it burrows into the ground, entangles itself. Yet someone has to pull out these thorny roots, as there's no wound that can remain unearthed. The sinner gave each other a look. being coiled in pieces. Shared pain was something to avoid, even in one's dream. Wrath advantage. On screen? You want wrath? The dry earth must be uptaken. Which sinner was up to the task? Well... Crowboy, can you do it? I believe I am with a fair chance of success. But if you believe in yourself, I'm going to give you a chance. That's not wrath though. Does anybody have wrath? Nobody has wrath. Okay, Crowboy. I'm going to give you a chance. I believe in you. Can you do it? Yeah. Yiseng walked with shaky steps, with bare hands. They dug up the roots. In their hands, there were daubs of others. The sinner realized that while the injuries may heal, distrust may take deep roots in their heart. Uh-huh. The effect of entangled roots expire. Was that good? I guess it was. Did I make a decision though? I just picked the sinner. What the hell was that? I think I did get rid of my binds, but the strength boost is still around. And this one is staggered, this one is still guarding, and the roots are still as dreadful as ever. Okay, my girl, I might need you to defend again. You're the only one who's able to handle that, so I believe in you. Okay, both of the back lines are going to make sure that the right arm is going to fall. I think if there's no target, they're going to swap to a different target after this, so it's going to be fine. There we go, my Crowboy! My Crowboy! No issues whatsoever! He can defeat anyone in sight! There we go! Left arm has been defeated. Right arm. They're also going to fall right arm? Yes, I think I got the other arm as well. Oh, we actually managed to get a hit on her. Didn't expect that to happen. Okay, so our arms are gone. So the attack buff is also gone. She has a minus 25% thing, and the head is still guarding. It's the same thing, right? So if I were to just focus all of my attacks on her, then I'm just going to get a free hit. I think. Unless, of course, the round is still going to play out as planned. I haven't tried staggering them before yet. And it does have over 100 HP, so maybe... Okay, wait a second. You are going to fight against this one just in case. And the others are fine. Okay. That's a clean hit. She was able to win the clash. That's good. Down to 145. Are we going to get the stagger? Not there yet. I think we got it. No, it's still a little bit left. Come on. It's staggered. Okay. The head is still trying to guard, so we can just ignore it for now. Let's go and make sure that the feet are going down this round at least. Double dark blue is going to make sure that we have some paralysis on her as well. Come on. There we go. A couple of good hits. What the hell was that? Did you hear that sound? That was a bit weird. Double dark blue in order to paralyze it. And there you go. Doesn't really seem like her defense skill is working. Nope, it's not working at all. And there it goes. Victory! 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 That took a while. For war, that wasn't really so bad though. So what? That was it? I heard abnormalities were supposed to be so powerful that even suppressing them is a dangerous task. It's the Qlipoth Deterrent in action. Huh? The coffee pots? No, Deterrent. A force that weakens abnormalities. Its original purpose is to safely supervise them in containment. As we continue our assignment to collecting more golden barrows, the deterrent will weaken as well, although this was a simple battle. Later on, one of them might take our lives more than 100-folds to handle them. That's a terrifying thought, especially considering every time one of you dies, I need to repair that stuff and it hurts like bullets. So where did the corpse go anyways? I'm pretty sure that the tech did it, right? It was felled without a doubt, all thanks to your excellent commands, manager. Exceptional commands, manager. It couldn't have disappeared into the sky, right? Ah, brilliant insight as well, manager. Such possibility cannot be ruled out. It's the tough-looking ceiling above us, not a thing or two? Yeah? Just continuously complimenting us, no matter what we say. Oh, this. Over there, please. Listless, Yuri points at something. The shock of losing Aya must have shaken her badly, but seeing her hold her own and keep her head up, I felt that I should let her be and follow along with her for a while. Is that an egg? No. It's the core of an abnormality. When suppressed via appropriate measure, it will be reduced to this No! Don't tell me, is everyone turning into an egghead? That can't be! That can't be, no more eggs! And it will hatch once enough time has passed. Freaking hell! What do you mean with hatched? You've got to be joking. Oh no, she's not. You can't really kill abnormalities, right? They always come back. You mean, those things just won't die, right? Abnormalities simply cannot die. It is one of the factors that contributed to Alcorp's massive energy production. As an employee, my job was to put the core back into the containment unit. Now things have changed, so she was in the cleanup duty! The cleanup! And what can we do before this egg hatches? Limbus Company has a department dedicated to dealing with abnormalities like these. They will retrieve them for us. We have a separate department? Right. Was it the after team? I remember hearing about that during the origination. Wait, I thought we were just a little group in a bus. Do we actually have a company behind our back? What's stopping you from calling them now? The transmission device. It is on the bus and all. Oh, figures, of course we didn't take it along. No need to worry though. Once we have the golden barrow, we return, whether we like it or not. Don't we all want to go back to the bus? I mean, in the bus we can at least relax a little. And it seems like it's continuously going on, huh? Wait a second, before we go any further than this though, I already saw that the part is already getting kinda long. I hope you guys had fun with today's part, and see you next Monday, when we're going to continue our journey to the next floor of Lobotomy Corporation, and see which other abnormalities are stumbling around here. I hope you guys had fun, and see you then. Bye bye!